Hello everybody, welcome back to my second channel. We are reading more Reddit. Who would have thunk it? I have my stress ball. Let's get into it. Come on, Scallywag, for not telling my best friend the real reason I'm not at his wedding. Ooh, I'm curious. I'm very curious. I, 29 male, was supposed to be a groomsman for my best friend, 30 male, as we've been tight since we were kids. This weekend, he's marrying his fiance, 28 female, who I've known since they were dating long distance in high school. At his bachelor party last weekend, we started off at my place and transitioned to bar hopping, and by the end, my BSF was drunk and the guys, all our mutual friends and some of his cousins, were egging him on to do a last kiss before marriage dare. Why is this a thing? Like, why is it like, we gotta see strippers and titties for the last time because I'm never gonna see another woman's titties ever again, oh my god. Or like women are just like, I gotta get somebody's dick rubbed on me because I'm only gonna have one dick. It's like, why are you getting married? I'll never understand that. For extra info, I guess, I'm not a fan of that custom at bachelors or bachelorettes because it honestly makes it look like you're being held hostage to marry the love of your life. This guy gets it. Me and this guy get along. I like this guy. Plus, it's just disrespectful to your partner. Yes. But that's just an opinion I have, and to each their own. But I knew my best friend shared it too. Also, if you feel a different way, that's fine. Everybody can have different opinions. Still, I figured if had be, my best friend wouldn't do it because I know he loves his fiance very much. To my literal shock and horror, he turned around, grabbed, and kissed me. Oh, I didn't see that coming. That was a twist. Okay, let's keep reading. Not even a dumb peck, like he actually dipped me and held it for a few seconds until everyone was laughing obnoxiously. I didn't kiss back, I just froze and laughed it off when it finished. Later, I realized I wasn't having much fun anymore and bailed early, taking some of our drunker friends home with me. I mean, like, assume that it's all innocent and everything, but if you're not comfortable with that sucks. I don't know. Let's keep reading, there's a lot more. The next day, his fiance first texted me on Insta, then on WhatsApp asking to talk, and then called me. She wasn't yelling or anything, but was just kind of awkward. She said she knew about the kiss, and that while she didn't love it, she was glad it was me and not some random girl. She said if he kissed another woman, she'd have taken it as cheating and dealt with it worse. I agreed and backed her point, saying I wouldn't have encouraged or allowed that, but at the same time, she admitted she didn't feel comfortable with me being at the wedding now either, because it would just be in the back of her head. Oh. This is a tough one because, you know, I don't know, like some guys just like, it's funny, it's your friend. Oh, I just kissed him on the cheek and then like made sweet love to him last night. That's super straight guy stuff. You know, just some guys that are like goofy like that, I guess. But I don't know, the way this guy's handling it, I wouldn't be uncomfortable with it. I'd be like, sorry he caught you off guard, you know, that's weird. And it was probably the best case scenario, I guess. Or I think the best case scenario would have been him just saying, no, cause you know, I'm a 30-year-old man adult and I don't have to do what my friends dare me to do. I was admittedly stunned at first and then mad, then upset, but came to the conclusion that it was her wedding at the end of the day and told her I got it and wouldn't go. It is her wedding day, you know, and it's a weird situation. I'm not gonna blame her for that necessarily. Honestly, it's the husband's fault. She thanked me for understanding, but also asked me not to tell my best friend that she was the one who asked. Oh. This is where we're in murky waters. Now she's the asshole to me. Just be honest. You're not starting the marriage off right, you know? I have already sent the text backing out, giving reason regarding work, and my best friend was very upset and asked me if I could back out of it anyway. I freelance, by the way, and he knows this, so my lie wasn't a good one, and he went from upset to straight up mad at me for bailing out on his wedding day for work. All our mutuals have texted me in our shared wedding group chat and have asked me to reconsider and told me there's no way I'm skipping his wedding for work. I myself manage, some being harsher and some passive aggressive, all very valid. Now I'm stuck looking like an asshole when I was literally asked not to go and also asked not to say that I was asked not to go. Everyone around me thinks I'm an asshole for prioritizing work over my best friend's wedding, and I honestly don't know how to navigate this without losing people. I feel bad for this guy. He was like trapped into kissing his best friend who he didn't want to, but it was like, okay, I guess. And then he gets disinvited to the wedding. I feel like, and then he's told to lie to look like the bad guy. You're not the asshole. I don't think you're the asshole in this. I think the husband, first asshole, then the wife, second asshole. Like, yeah, it's her wedding, but to tell you to lie to save her, because she's obviously just like, well, I don't want to be the one to say he can't come because I'm maybe overreacting, or, you know, it's like, no, own your shit, babe. Not the asshole, but bro, don't do this to yourself and come off as the bad guy. He shouldn't have kissed you. That was disrespectful to his fiance, but his fiance shouldn't be asking you not to tell people either. She needs to own her own decisions. That's what I just said. You are literally shooting yourself in the foot. Just come clean. Yeah, in terms of what I do, you seem like a really decent person, and you don't want to blow things up. And if you want to, I'm assuming obviously remain like a decent person, not go behind her back and stuff, and be like, listen, this is like coming off really bad, and I don't want to lie to my best friend anymore, and he's being really hurt by this. This is ruining our friendship. I need to tell him that this is the reason why, or you need to tell him that. I would just straight up say that. That's crazy. The kiss was just disrespectful to OP. Agreed. If a man grabs a woman at a bar, dips her, and tries to open mouth kiss her against her will, that would be assault. That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh my God. Like, I don't care for my best friend. I'm somebody that doesn't like to be hugged by anybody like, but Caleb, basically. Like maybe some family members. I would be mortified and horrified. So I don't think it's okay. Tell another groomsman why you're not coming. It will get back to the groom without you breaking your promise to the bride, who should not have asked you to keep that secret when you're taking the brunt of it. That's shitty of her. I also hate that peer pressure. Just one last time thing for the record. I mean, you are breaking the promise because she asked you not to tell anyone, but I don't care at this point. I think you have every right to just clear your name. I think this is just bad. I would go straight to the source. God, I don't know. What would you guys do in this situation? I feel like I would probably do something like this. Be like, I don't know what to do. Like, I would need to confide in someone. But yeah, at the end of the day, you are not the asshole in the situation. So curious to hear what you guys have to say down below. Please let me know. Let's move on. Am I the asshole for refusing to listen to my husband about my breasts? We'll see. I want to have breast reduction surgery. I will not be asking him to spend any money on me. We both work, and we put aside equal amount of money for private accounts for private savings and spending, so please do not make it about money, okay? Queen, slay, all right? I have been talking about the surgery since I turned 40, but I have dreamed about it since I was 15. I know women with just absolute melons, you know? And back issues up the wahoo, like it affects their everyday life. So do what you gotta do. Whenever I spoke about it, he would sit silent and listen, supported me, I thought. And then he asked if I wanted him to go to my first consultation, and I was very happy. Consultations are usually private here, but he wanted to tag along for the first part of the consultation. When I talked to the doctor, who is an internationally respected doctor, my husband sat silent at first. Then he asked when the psychological evaluation would happen. Dude, she's wanted this since she was 15. You don't need a psychological evaluation to make your boobs smaller. The doctor was puzzled and explained that I'm an adult. Shit. My husband got irritated and almost yelled. So you would not mind operating on people with body dysmorphia? The doctor and nurse were shocked, and I was livid. This is a very common procedure. It's not like she wants to remove 3 of her fingers. When we got home, I was destroyed. I am scared I've lost my opportunity with the best surgeon in the country and probably one of the best in the world. My husband insisted I needed therapy and that he will not allow me to have the surgery because I look perfect. I asked him what he meant, not allowing me. I was very angry and crying. He said, well, I will do anything. Tell your family you are mentally unstable and I will leave you. Bye! There's the door. There's the door. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thankfully, I made a new appointment and the doctor was too kind. I have my new appointment on Wednesday. My husband is livid and said he will never look at or touch me again. I feel so bad for this woman. This is horrible. Get the surgery as long as you want to, which sounds like it's been, what's that, 30 years almost of you wanting to get the surgery and of you being uncomfortable. This is like so toxic. Oh my gosh. You might lose an extra couple 100 pounds in emotional baggage along with the extra breast tissue. And I could consider that to be a good thing. Men truly don't understand what it's like to have large breasts. I know you don't say it like that. I'm just being funny. Amen, sister. This, your body, your choice. He's allowed to be bothered by it. He does like you and your body the way you are, which is fine, by the way, but the way he's going about it is horrible. Like, Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, like, I love you for the way you are. Like, you know, you don't need to change all of this. But then if she's like, I'm in pain, I really don't like having big boobs, it's like hindering my everyday life, then you gotta be like, okay, honey, I love you no matter what because I didn't marry you because of your boobs. Another comment says, if your whole marriage is contingent on the size of your breasts, this is, he's got to go. Exactly. Personally, after he said that, I would have shown him the door. At 40 some years old, he can go and try to find the perfect body he wants. Good luck, buddy. Unless he's got real money, he's gonna be very lonely. He deserves to be. He's a real piece of work. Exactly. Boobs change and sag. Hell, I'm almost 40 and mine have gone lopsided and succumbing to gravity. And God forbid if OP gets cancer and needs a mastectomy. There's people that get breast cancer and they need to cut off, like, all of it. Like, is your partner just gonna walk out if that happens? If so, he's a fucking shitty person. I don't know. I'm like trying to see it both ways, but in this case, I'm just like, shut up, dude. And you also knew this about her because she's wanted this since she was 15. That's the thing. It's not like a new thing. It's not like a midlife crisis. It's like, no, this has been bothering me since I was a teenager. So that's where I'm kind of like, shut up. Shut up. I'm angry today. Let's move on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hey, guys, there's an update. So yesterday I was here complaining about my husband and my gut feelings were right after seeing the reactions here. My husband is crossing a boundary by trying to control how my body looks. So this morning I told him this. He just sat silently and listened to me. Then he said that he wasn't trying to control me or coerce me, but at the same breath he said he loved my body and if I am not taking his opinions into consideration, that he knows that I don't care about his opinion. He would not look at me the same way or touch me. I said that I didn't want to be married to someone who doesn't want to touch me, and he said that then we won't be married. Oh my gosh. But remember that I love you and you are breaking up with a man who loves you because of superficial changes I want to do to my body. He would stay for the recovery, then he moves out after Christmas. I said I was going ahead of my surgery and he just shook his head. He cried later in the garden. He's crying because he's gonna lose a couple pounds of boob or whatever. I also don't know how big your boobs are. You don't need to tell me. This is like a 14-year-old boy thing. It's like, why would you make your boobs smaller? I love boobs. Oh, they'll be less to squish and you'll be comfortable and then I'll be uncomfortable. He said you needed a psychological evaluation to a doctor. Like it's crazy. That's wild. Like the things he said, that's what I have so much issue with. Or it's like, whoa, dude, whoa, this is my body. I'm good. You can go out that fucking door, you know? But let me know what you think. Let's move on. Am I the asshole for ending vacation early after my parents hijacked it? Interesting. Okay. So a couple of months ago, I mentioned to my elderly parents that I wanted to take my dogs to a national park that is 8 hours away since it is a dog friendly and I love to hike. They said they wanted to go too. And I said that was fine, but I wanted to go hiking at least one of those days. So a few weeks go by and I look up trails, but I don't make any plans. Things at work got hectic and I was thinking of postponing until next year, but my dad kept asking. Now my parents are in their 80s and my dad really should be in a wheelchair, but is too stubborn. He can't do stairs. It is easier for me to plan a dog vacation than a handicap accessible one. Per usual, they made zero plans themselves, yet they kept complaining about not going. So fine, I found an Airbnb that had a ramp and a walk-in shower. I found tours that were handicap accessible. I downloaded self-guided tour apps to my phone so we could just drive around. They wanted to visit the places they went to as children, so I drove them there. I booked it all. It was clear I wasn't going to get a single hike in because they couldn't bother to look up a single activity for themselves. Okay. They're 80 years old. They're just little old people. Just leave them alone a little bit. Okay, anyway. We couldn't even go shopping because my father couldn't walk. How dare he? What do you want me to say to that? Poor guy can't walk. We literally sat in the car for 4 days so he could see what he could from the car. My poor dogs were stuck in a car. Neither parent would look up a single thing themselves. When the TV didn't work, I just wanted to relax, but no, I had to go to the store and buy things to try and get the TV to work. I lost my shit on the 4th day and said we're going home, and I packed them up and drove home early. They are mad at me and say I have a bad attitude. When I said that I was tired of catering to them, they said that they had to cater to me for years. Based. I'm assuming they mean when I was a child. Was I wrong? I feel like they not only hijacked my vacation that I had planned, I also had to pay for it, and I only got to do one thing that I wanted, and somehow I'm the horrible, ungrateful child for ending things early. I'm gonna be so honest right now. I just lost somebody really close to me who's like about my parents' age. I've known them for a really, really long time. I would kill to spend another day with like a person. And my grandparents, I would kill. I wouldn't actually kill. And I would do all these things because they're 80 years old. I'm not feeling super sympathetic to this person for whatever reason. Like, yeah, okay, you planned this trip and you wanted to go on one hike and you weren't able to, but you got to spend days with your parents, which, you know, I'm assuming is like an okay relationship. The way you're saying things too, like, I had to make it handicap accessible. My dad can't walk, so we had to do this. It's like, gosh, what a blessing to be able to have somebody to spend time with like that, you know? And I know not everybody looks at it like that, but you will be able to go on a ton of vacations on your own because unfortunately your parents will die. So I just say stop. I feel like you're a bit selfish and you need to just appreciate your life more, I think. I don't know. What do I know? You know, I've only been married for 4 months. I'm just, that has nothing to do with anything. Let's see what the comments say though. I don't know. Why would you do that? They make no plans. Just leave them in the Airbnb and go do your hike. They don't like it. They can choose not to join next time. They're being unreasonable, but looks like you're old enough that you only have yourself to blame for allowing them to hijack your plans. Yeah, I mean that too. Like you could, I don't know. Yeah, you could just go do whatever you want to do. Like you're doing all these things for your parents, which is inherently good, but you're doing them and it's like annoying you. So it's like, why are you doing this stuff? And the comment below that says, completely agree. Were they unreasonable? Yes, but I also don't understand why you didn't just carve out time each day for yourself. Don't ask permission. Just say, today from XY, I'm taking the dogs for a hike. I'm available between XY to do group activities. Don't frame it as a question. Don't let them get you upset. Just make it clear when you're available to do things and them and when you are not. Instead, you're letting frustration and anger build up to the point where you ended up cutting the vacation short. An extreme reaction instead of standing your ground much earlier. Yeah, it's like really odd behavior, and like maybe that's just how you're raised. Maybe like I could imagine taking if I had elderly parents on vacation, I would feel the need to like hang out with them most of the time because I know life is short and bad things happen, and I would feel the need to do that. And I wouldn't be annoyed with it because I know what that would take. Like if my dad had to be a wheelchair, I'd be like, okay, well, that's okay, but also, yeah, you're an adult. You can be like, all right, like, are you guys cool to stay in the Airbnb? I just really want to go for a hike. Why didn't you just go on a hike with your dogs and leave them in the Airbnb to relax, watch TV, read books, listen to music, or whatever else they do? Then you have dinner with them. Your parents are in their 80s. In another 10 years, you will not have this problem. I don't know about problem. Think about that and deal accordingly. You're the asshole for getting pissy and leaving early when you should have just set the parameters. It's like, I don't want to have my parents here because they're like, one of them's handicapped and one of them's this, and it's ruining the trip. It's just like, just fucking open your mouth and have a conversation. I don't understand. I'm getting more mad through this whole thing. I'm sorry. There's a thing you learn in therapy. It's called boundaries. And some of us were pretty old when we learned about them because no one taught us growing up. But you can still learn and communicate boundaries. Boundaries could have been, I want to take a hike on this vacation. I'll be making plans for me in these areas. I'll be hiking these days, so you'll need to make your own plans. I'll be taking a walk with the dog during these hours, so I won't be around. Also, you said that they didn't make plans. I don't think that means that you needed to make plans either. Like, it's like, oh, they didn't make any plans. It's like, maybe they're just straight chilling. Like, maybe they can just hang out. Like, they don't necessarily need to be going to do stuff all the time. It sounded like they wanted to see where they grew up and stuff, which is really nice of you to take them around and everything. But I think you're like putting on more responsibility onto yourself than you need to. I kind of feel bad for this person almost because, you know, we don't know the whole story. And I think I'm just emotional about it because I literally just lost somebody. So I'm just like, just shut up. But I'm talking through it, guys. It's only me in this room, you know, nobody to talk through with. But let me know what you guys think down below. You know, parents are just people too, you know, they're flawed. Maybe I think you're the light asshole for just like not communicating, and maybe they are light assholes for like not making you feel like you can communicate. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Shit, I don't know, man. I've only been married for 4 months. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I'm gonna end the video. Okay, bye.